Hey, what's going on? Ryan here. I wanted to pop in real quick and I wanted to talk about today something very important that I've seen come up a lot over the years. And it's having a partner who disagrees with your decisions, your choices, and especially in your pursuit of your dream, right? And what I mean by this is you have dreams, you have hopes, you have inspirations, aspirations, maybe a vision of like what you want to be doing, where you want to be traveling, and what type of income you want to be earning, where we want to live, all that good stuff. And sometimes when we talk to our partners about something, our partner rather, about especially a dream or vision. But when you're growing and you have someone who doesn't grow with you, you have a growth gap, right? It's called a growth gap. And when you're growing, it's uncomfortable for your friends and for your partner and for your family and for your mother and your father. Sometimes people like familiarity. Think about when Facebook added the reaction buttons. They already had like, and then there was love, laughing and angry and hearts, and yeah. So, okay, anyway, there was an outroar when that first happened. People were like, no, this is horrible, it sucks. Just an example scientifically of the neurological processes that are taking place, right? This desire for comfort and familiarity, our brain is so routine to get into habits and patterns of thoughts and habits of doing things, like people who smoke, people who run, people who participate in any sport or activity, things of that nature. And we have these ego preservation systems, right? It's part of self-preservation. Make sure we stay alive. Definitely a good thing. But our ego has its own self-preservation as well, and that's your identity, right? So when your partner is involved, and it just varies from person to person. I've seen a lot of partnerships where, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, what have you, one of them is kind of in disagreement with somebody trying something new, right? Maybe they're not as open-minded. Maybe they just don't even really think about it and it's just an auto response. But wherever it's coming from, it's a phenomenon that happens, right? Sometimes your partner will be like, no, well, I don't think it's a good idea, right? Like, why would you want to do that? Things of this nature are similar. And, what they're really saying is, well, it could be a lot of things, right? But, there's fear, right? There's this underlying fear. We've all kind of felt it at one point or another, and we get it ourselves when we're making big decisions in our lives, like changing jobs or choosing to go for a new career path or what have you. But sometimes your partner will just straight up come out and say some mean things too. They'll be like, you're dumb. Like, this is stupid. You're easily manipulatable, and then all these, self-defense mechanisms come up, these defense mechanisms and these attack mechanisms, right? So however this comes up, sometimes this will come up for certain individuals in their relationship. And, it can really be a drag. It can suck, right? Now you're all excited about something, and then your partner just completely shits on your ideas, your hopes, your beliefs, and your dreams. And there's really only one of two things that will happen at this point. Number one, it'll really affect you, and you'll be upset, and you'll walk away hurt and disappointed and doubtful, and you'll just stop thinking about it because it's not a habit or a pattern to be success-minded, if you will, or focus on your drive for your success. I mean, I get it, right? I always used to hear from one of my first millionaire mentors, when you fail, you ponder, right? And when you succeed, you party. And so anyways, we all are at different places in our lives. But when your partner is coming at you or not coming at you, but just responds to you in a way that is kind of poo-pooing on your dream, I think probably the best thing you can do is respond with love, respond in love and light, if you will, and let them know like you feel really happy about said opportunity and why you're happy about it, or your dreams or your vision, and how it's gonna help better your guys' family. Essentially, right? That's what we're doing here, this life thing. So I've seen this come up. I've seen it come up over the past 8 years a lot, right? A lot. And if I continue my whole career, even longer, but in this context, it's relevant. And you either have to get them on the same kind of page with you, or, you know, you're going to be in the uncomfortable zone here. And, you know, for myself personally, I really only see it that way. It really is that black and white. Because for me, I'm so dedicated and driven and determined on my beliefs, my dreams, and my success, that anybody who's ever told me I couldn't just added to this fuel, right? If you envision a fire, right? And you throw wood on this fire, that's my fuel. So, you know, this kind of thing shows up in many forms, right? Especially when you start getting into the mind and mindset. But the best thing I can say is you have to look out for number one. And if you feel strongly about your dream, that strongly enough, man, you're gonna hold a lot of pain in your heart if you don't give yourself the chance. And you will always wonder for the rest of your life. I will wonder for the rest of my life the things I didn't go after. So anyways, that can go down a dark path. So let's keep this pretty lighthearted. It's the real deal at the end of the day. And it's your dream, it's your destiny. You get to decide with this one life. And I've always found personally that talking to my partner about ideas that are important to me, and feeling heard and seen on that just helps me out a lot. And when if you're running into any issues with your partner ever, you know, not on the same page with you, with your dream and vision and aspirations, then it's worth having a conversation about, and recognizing that path of two roads is really only, you're gonna walk away hurt, won't do it, or you'll actually do it, right? You'll find a way to make it work out in spite of everything that's happening in the physical world around you at the time, i.e. circumstances, right? Oh, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought. Oh, so-and-so happened. Oh, X, Y, and Z. Oh, I needed to learn this thing. I needed to get my skills going a bit, develop my skills. So there's so many directions I could take this conversation from here. I think for now, I want to stay on the main point of getting on the same page with your partner, rather getting them on the same page as you, and recognizing that hopefully you would support them through any new endeavor they were inspired enough to take, and that they would do the same for you. And then you're a grown adult. You know what you got to do afterwards. Partner, same page. At the end of the day, it's going to make your life easier. You'll actually feel supported, and hopefully they can support you even more by being there for you on the whole journey, really, truly being there for you. And I'm just going to leave it at that, because we're all grown adults here, and we all get to make our own decisions. So Anyways, guys, that's Fireside Chat. It's a great name for these kind of short segments I like doing in my office over here. I pulled the punching bag out earlier. You may have seen my office elsewhere. That's pretty much it. All right, guys, it's been fun. I'll see you later. Stay thirsty and stay hungry.